Hello, everyone. Welcome to Three Things Live. I'm so excited to be here. I've got Miss Sandra in the house with me today.
Thank you.
And we are excited for another jam-packed show. You're at the right place. We're glad you made time to be here. Welcome to Three Things Live, where theme number 1 is something to smile about. Theme number 2,
something to learn.
and theme number 3 is something to discover. Let's go. Hi everyone, welcome back to Three Things Live. I'm Kris here at my girlfriend's quilt shop, and I am so excited to have you here. You know, yesterday we had just the most exciting show. I hope you were with us. If you weren't with us, we'll do a little recap. But yesterday we were able to introduce a brand new revolutionary technique that we like to call applique by number. And we introduced you to George and Gigi, the giraffes. They're just as cute as can be. And today, I've got my friends Sandra and Fern with me because we're going to talk a little bit more about that today, aren't we?
Yes, we are.
Plus, we have a ruler that's, you know, not necessarily new, but kind of new to us.
Yeah.
And Sandra, you're going to share that with us today. So how are you guys?
We're good.
Yeah?
I'm doing great. Yeah.
How did the show go for you yesterday? I know you were watching.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And what
It was
did you
awesome.
think?
I am so excited about this technique. It's going to be so fun.
It really is, isn't it?
It is
They're real.
so much fun to do.
Yeah. I mean, you had a chance to be able to do it on clothing, which we'll talk about here in just a moment. But I'd like to hear in the comments how many of you were able to be a part of yesterday's show as well. Are you as giddy as we are? We're so excited. And I'd love to hear also, what animal is your spirit animal? What would you say? What would you say, Fern?
Flamingo.
The flamingo, of course. But we don't have a flamingo on there.
Not yet.
You're right.
I'm not counting
yet.
anything out.
Exactly. Yeah, that's very true. We got all kinds of suggestions of, you know, the penguins, and we need cows, and we need farm animals, and we need race cars. We heard all the things. But right now, guys, it's all about roam free, and we are so excited about it. So yesterday, we talked a little bit about how you can add it to your home decor, whether it's with quilts, which you'll see here in a moment. We're starting out with just a simple pillow. But Fern, you took it a step further in absolute Fern fashion. That's what I like to say. And show us what you did.
Okay, well, I got to stand up for this.
There we go.
All right.
Woo-woo.
Look at that.
Look at that. Check it
And-
out. What do you guys think? Woo-woo. Oh my gosh.
Touch some at dance.
That is so you, Fern. I love it.
Stretch my neck.
Yeah, stretch your neck a little bit. Yeah.
It was so much fun.
Did you enjoy
to
doing
do.
it?
I loved it.
It's very relaxing, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
And like the little star gems, little pictures that you do are not for me. That's like way too intense. But this, it was quick. It was
very doable.
so easy. It was, I love instant gratification.
Yes.
So it was like.
Instant.
Yeah, it was instant.
Yeah, I'm
And-
seeing that Linda is ready to make the sloth for her niece. And Sybil says she watched the show, she ordered the kit, and her spirit animal would be an elephant or an eagle.
Oh, nice.
Okay,
I like the
there you go,
eagle.
Sybil. I
yeah.
like that. And Linda is loving the giraffe coming out of your pocket. Yeah,
Isn't that fun?
That is really
Yeah.
fun. And so, you know, as a kind of a revisiting what we did yesterday for just a moment, for those of you who might be listening in and going, what are we talking about? This is our brand new technique here at my girlfriend's quilt shop, and we're calling it applique by number. And basically what it is that in a kit you'll receive a pre-printed sheet. Now this is an iron-on transfer sheet, okay? So you're gonna see that this is done in reverse. Once you put it onto any project that you want, let's take a look at this one. it actually has transferred that pattern now in the correct way, and you've got letters and numbers to tell you exactly where those places go. And this is why I think, this is exciting, because it's almost like a paint by number or a puzzle.
Puzzle.
Yes. And I laughed. Janet yesterday in the comments, she had said something to the effect of, it's like a puzzle, and you don't have to put it away after it's all done.
Yeah.
It's something you get to enjoy for a long time. And then I think the beauty of all of this is that you have pre-cut appliques that have already been pre-fused, and they have the letters and numbers attached, so you know exactly where they go. Yeah. The really cool thing, friends, is that this can be a sewing project or a no-sew project. That is what's pretty exciting for me. Anybody can do this, right?
Yeah. I'm definitely, when the animals come out, I'm showing them to my grandkids. And it's like, pick an animal and let's make something. Whatever you want.
Yes.
But what can we do with this?
There you go. I love Cindy is sharing that she bought it all for her daughter's house. Her husband works at the zoo.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
Oh, that's perfect, Cindy. And Betty Jo is going to make the tiger for her granddaughter, who will be a Bengal at college.
Oh, wow.
I love that.
Perfect idea.
I know. And the neat thing is you can order them as separate blocks so that you can do individual kinds of projects, or, order them all and make the quilt.
Yeah.
So Fern, you made this into clothing, right?
Yeah.
What are some of the tips that you discovered that you might want to share with our audience?
So I definitely did it on the fabric block that came with it.
Okay.
So
you didn't transfer it immediately to the denim.
No,
okay.
I did not want to put it right on clothes. First of all, I'm having to stitch every line.
Yes.
Because I want to wash it, so I have to stitch it down. And I don't want to finagle a jacket or jeans or any T-shirt in my sewing machine.
Right.
I want just a nice flat piece of square fabric.
So it works
very
well.
manageable. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then as I'm picking the different designs, the first one I did, I used a different stitch for each line. Thought, I'm seeing a lot of stitches, not so much the giraffe. And so I reduced the different stitch sizes, well, the designs that I used for the stitches to like 5 or 8. And then now when I look at it, I'm seeing more the giraffe.
I love it.
And not the stitches.
Yeah.
So the stitches are there. You can see the different fun ones I picked, but
just a smaller scale stitch.
smaller scale.
Yeah.
Scale. A smaller scale.
Yeah. Okay, so you added it to the fabric, and then tell us what you did next.
So after I got it all stitched down on my fabric, I cut them apart. I put the whole thing on double-sided Bond Pro.
Oh, from Kimberbell. We
Amazing.
love that product.
Yes.
It's like it creates a patch.
Yes. So I
An
have the
easy
perfect
patch.
patch.
That's perfect.
Cut out, and I left a little bit, maybe 1/8 of an inch around each giraffe, so I had a place to stitch.
Yeah.
And because my fabric was the same color as my jacket, it's invisible.
Wow.
So you could use the see-through thread.
The monofilament.
Monofilament.
Yeah.
See-through thread.
Yeah, that works.
Thank you. That's why me and Sandra do so well. She knows what I'm thinking.
Oh my goodness. Well, I think it's absolutely adorable. I love the idea that you actually took the drafts and cut them apart.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have to be one. And here, let's take another look at another one of our animals that will be coming out in September. This is the lion, and our team over at the creative team department,
warehouse,
they got working on this and put this together on a little T-shirt for a little boy. How cute is that?
And they just zigzagged it.
They just zigzagged
They just did a
so
simple
you don't have
zigzag.
to use any
That's
of your
all there was to it.
stitches.
Exactly.
But
So
you have all the stitches. Use the
Let's
stitches.
use them.
yes.
Make
So
it creative.
I'm seeing in the comments that some of you are asking if there's going to be a finishing kit for the quilt, and the answer is yes, yes, yes. Absolutely, there will be, and it is. So
Girlfriends
fun.
does not leave you hanging.
Oh no, we'll take good care
not
of
gonna
you.
leave you hanging.
But if you're interested in any of the pillow finishing kits, we do have 3 of those available on our website right now as well.
yes.
So
great.
you can actually get started right away. The drafts will start shipping probably in about a week.
Awesome.
They're our first guys out of the gate,
Yes.
right?
And you have 2 kids. Put a giraffe on each of their kids.
Oh, how
each
cute.
of their shirts and go to the zoo. too. And have a great day.
There you go, and have a great old time. I love that. All right, well, we hope that gets your mind thinking about some of the really cool things you can do with our new Applique by Number system. We are so thrilled that it's finally here. It's been about a year in the making, and we're just happy that the day has finally arrived, and we hope you get as excited as we do about it as well. Now, theme number 2, stick around because we're going to head over to the sewing table. We're going to take a look at a new ruler to us. It's a very traditional block, but you know that sometimes it's all about the tools, right? And so we're going to be introducing you to the Hunter Star by Creative Grids. So I can't wait to see that with Miss Sandra. Is going to take us step by step on how to do that, and she gives us a few more ideas of what you can do with that fun block. And as we leave, we want to share with you the little commercial from yesterday's show that can get you all excited about the new Roam Free collection. We'll be back right after this. Last week, we visited some of our favorite food trucks on 3 Things Live and got inspired to make something new in the kitchen and in the sewing room.
I've got you thinking, haven't I?
Yeah. That's right. We made a tortilla warmer and an ice cream banner and a churro-inspired pillow that we've fallen in love with.
If you used...
We also held our very first salsa showdown, made ice cream in bags and delicious churro dips and ice cream toppings.
You are definitely going to want to watch all of these shows.
So tune in live every Monday through Wednesday at 1 p.m. Mountain and 3 p.m. Eastern.
Just use the links below to watch them on Facebook or YouTube. 3 Things Live is where we always have something to make you smile,
Something to learn.
and something to discover.
Let's go! All right, welcome back everyone to 3 Things Live. I'm Kris.
I'm Sandra.
And I'm Fern.
And we are here to talk about a new ruler. But before we do, you know, nothing gets us more excited than having some people in the audience.
Yeah.
Right? We got real people in the house today.
We have a live audience
yes,
today.
we do.
That's so
Give
awesome.
a little wave, guys. Yes,
You
yes,
all
yes.
might
We're so
recognize
happy
some
to
of
have
these
them
people,
there.
right?
Yeah. So
These
fun.
faces
You know,
might be
we
familiar.
can actually like make a joke and maybe someone will laugh. Maybe.
If it's a funny joke.
If it's a funny joke. Well, you never know around here, right?
Exactly
We can have
right.
our little goof ups and all the kinds of things, right?
That's
so,
right.
Anyway, too much fun. But if you're ever in the Logan area, let's say you're traveling this summer, we'd love to see you. We'd love to see you here at my girlfriend's quilt shop. Come and pay a visit and say hi. All right, everyone. Well, are you ready? You know, we're taking a little bit of a shift from talking about the drafts. We're going to be talking about an amazing quilt block that looks so difficult to do. And it's traditional. It's one that, you know, is one that, you know, when people have that little, that bucket list of quilt blocks they want to do, this always seems to be one of them. And it looks really difficult because of Y seams, but this one's not, right?
No, it is not.
And the reason for that is because
you have this amazing ruler.
Yes,
From
yes.
Creative Grid. Now, I have always been drawn to this block.
Yeah.
I have always really liked the Hunter Star.
Yep.
And there are several different methods out there that you can do this. But this one, I have to admit, out of all of them that I've done, and I've done a few, this one actually is probably the easiest that I have done.
Let's take a look and see exactly what does the Hunter Star look like for those who may be new to quilting or want to be refreshed on what block are we talking about? It's a Hunter Star. And traditionally, this is a block that is a 2-colored block, isn't it?
It is. It
yeah,
is.
so this blue and white is gorgeous.
It is. It's
oh
very
my
pretty.
goodness, so pretty.
Yeah.
And I just love how that comes together and forms those stars. You know, when we're talking about Y seams, let's point this out. Y seams is when these come together and you have to, it's almost like you have to stop at a 1/4 inch to the
Correct.
corner and then you sew and then you stop at the other 1/4 inch to the corner and it's, nobody's got time for that. So let's take a look at this ruler that
Okay.
you are going to
So
show.
the great thing about it is this is all you need, is
Wow.
this ruler.
Okay.
Okay, because it has all of the directions, in reality, all the directions right on the ruler, on what you have to cut, what you have to have, the whole thing. The whole
Yeah.
thing, it's right on the ruler. It's printed
Yeah.
right on the ruler. And
You've got a
Creative-
QR
yes,
code.
And Creative Grid is so awesome because they always put the QR codes on their rulers. And with that, it takes you to a tutorial that you can actually watch, and it tells you how to put that ruler, how to use that ruler, which is really nice. But also, Creative Grid also always comes with a instruction sheet.
Uh-huh.
I have for all my Creative Grid rulers, I have a folder that I put them all in.
Ah, good idea.
And so then I keep them all organized that way. So then that way when I pull that out, I know how to use it. But again, the QR code on there and also on the instruction part of it, it will give you a demo on how to use
Okay.
it.
Perfect.
Which is absolutely awesome.
Yeah, and you know, as mentioned, you've got all the sizes right there too.
It does.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, now this particular ruler will do a 12-inch, a 14-inch, and a 16-inch block.
Okay.
Okay, so it gives you different options as far as size goes.
Okay. So, Sandra, when we're talking about a block, are we talking about the entire block or are we talking about a 1/4 of the block?
We are talking about the entire block.
Okay.
So
but
it is
it's comprised of 4 smaller
4
blocks.
sections
Okay.
of it. Yeah, you're going to make 4 different sections, and then you're going to sew them together. Okay, but it starts out with several pieces, obviously, and then you take all of those and put them together. So let's show you how to do
Okay.
it. How's that sound?
Yes, definitely.
Okay, so on here it will tell you that out of 2 dark and 2 light, you need either a 5.5, a 6, or a 6.5 inch square.
Okay.
Okay, then you're going to need some rectangles that are 2 by 5, 2.5 by 5, or 2.5 by 6. So different sizes right here that they tell you on which one, and they tell you whether it needs to be light or dark fabric.
Okay, let's
So
see if
that-
we can get
that
a more up
gives you-
close look at this.
And that gives you
because-
your contrast here
yeah,
on your light and dark.
That is awesome because right there you got 2 light, 2 dark. You have the sizes. That's so cool.
Yeah.
That's amazing that it's printed on the ruler
Yeah,
like
it's
that.
right there on the ruler, and then as you do it, it has A, B, and C, which shows you which size you're going to cut. So A
Okay.
size is obviously the 12, and then on up to the 16.
Okay.
So it tells you A, B, or C. So then you have all of those markings on here that tell you where you're going to cut and where you have to line it up so you can cut it.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So,
So-
are we starting out with one color?
We are actually
Underneath
going
that?
to do various colors.
Oh, okay. It's going to be scrappy.
This is going to be scrappy. So
Okay.
if any of you purchased back on Comment Sold a couple of weeks ago, we had a kit for a quilt for the Hunter Star.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yes.
And it was a
This one right
scrappy
here.
one. Now, I'm not a real big scrappy fan, but that quilt actually turned out really awesome.
Oh, it's beautiful.
It really turned out pretty. So you can use it in different ways. And so what we're going to show you today is a little bit of a scrappy one.
Okay.
With some Halloween fabric.
Oh, 'tis the season.
It is.
All right.
It is.
Okay.
So again, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to cut your squares and your rectangles. Okay. Now, there's only a 1/4 of an inch difference between this rectangle and this rectangle. So you have to be really cautious as far as which one you're going to cut for what particular thing.
Okay.
The only difference is you're going to need 8 of these and only 4 of those.
Okay.
So the smaller one, you only need 4. The bigger one, you need 8.
Sure.
But 4 of the squares. Okay? So then the next thing you're going to do is you're going to take your squares here and you're just going to cut them in half.
Okay, at a diagonal?
On
Okay.
a diagonal. You're just going to cut those in half, okay? So with that, and then with these is where the ruler comes in. So then you're going to take these, and on your longer rectangles here, you're going to take them and you're going to line them up according to which size you're making, okay? So these are 12 inches. These are the ones that we're going to make for a 12-inch block.
Okay.
So that's a B.
Oh.
So you're going to take this and you're going to line that up with the B right there and right there, and you're going to cut that off.
Easy.
Yep.
Okay.
Now, the thing about it is you're going to have one going one way and one going the other way. So you have to make sure that they're wrong sides together when you do cut them.
Yeah.
Because you'll need one for the other side of the trapezoid is what it's called.
Sure.
Okay. Then you're going to take that smaller block, the shorter one that I had, and you're going to take it, you're going to line it up the same way, and you're going to cut it this side.
Okay.
And then you're going to turn it, and you're going to cut it again this side.
Okay.
And it's going to turn out and look like that.
Oh, yeah, like a
Okay.
trapezoid.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you've got a trapezoid there, and then you've got one of these.
Okay.
And they're going to go different directions.
Wow. Okay. My head is like spinning right now
Okay.
because I'm thinking, how in the world does it go from that to those points?
point.
That's
Okay.
amazing.
We'll
Okay.
show you.
I can't wait.
That's where we're going.
Okay.
So then what you're going to do is you're going to take this one and you're going to take it and you're going to line it up. And it lines up absolutely perfect.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
And you're going to line this one up on this side
Okay.
like that. And you're going to stitch down there
Holy
and
smokes.
stitch down there.
Okay.
I love that the ends are cut off.
Yes.
Yes.
So I'm not having to go back and clip.
Nope, you don't have to go back and clip
clip
it.
it
You know,
over
those
here.
little
Yeah.
shortcut I can
and again,
use.
it
Yeah.
lines up absolutely perfect.
Wow.
So there's not a lot of thought process in this in
No.
reality.
Okay.
Okay. So then we're going to end up with one that looks like this. Okay. Then this is one of the things that's really important. For the final thing as you're putting it all together is which way do I press my seams?
Does
Do
it
I
tell
press
us?
them open? Do I press them to the dark? Well, it doesn't matter because light and dark.
Tell me it gives us a secret.
It does. It tells
does?
you.
Okay. Phew.
Your
Phew.
instructions
Okay.
tell you exactly how to do it.
And we
okay?
are going to trust the process.
Exactly.
Yes. Okay. All right.
So what you're going to do is you're going to open that up,
Uh-huh.
and on the instructions it has it laying this like this, and then they tell you to do it this direction.
Okay.
So you're going to press it to the left, both of them.
Both
that
of them.
way.
Oh, interesting.
And when it's all said and done, I highly recommend that you follow the instructions.
Follow the instructions.
Because I
There's
tried,
a reason
yes,
for it.
I tried doing
know,
it
Sandra,
differently.
you know she tried a
and guess
different way.
what? When I was putting them all together, I'm like, yeah, that was pressed the wrong way, so I have to go and change it.
Yep.
Anyway,
I know.
So, yeah.
Sometimes we think we're smarter than the
Yeah.
instructions. Like,
Right.
like with Kimberbell stuff, I go, oh no, there's no reason to do that. And then I go, oh, wait a
yeah.
minute. There was a reason they went through testing too. So
That's right.
obviously, yeah, this is one of those times where you say, believe what they say.
Believe it, because you want it that way.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
So you're going to press those all that direction. Okay? So then we have a bunch of these. You're going to have a whole bunch of those that look like that. Okay? There it
Okay.
is, all pressed out. Mm-hmm. All right? And again, press that direction.
Yes, right.
Okay? Then you're going to take it and you're going to take one of your triangles from your squares that you had, and you're going to attach it right here.
Whoa.
You're going to sew it like that.
So how do you know where to sew?
Are
Okay.
you just going, are you
Like-
eyeballing this?
No, you're going to center it. Sorry.
Okay.
You're going to center this and center this. So
Okay.
then
So
this is
you-
right down
did
the
you
center.
fold it in
I
half
did.
Fold it in
to
half.
find-
I
okay.
just
all right.
finger pressed it.
Okay.
You can use a pen, whatever the case may be. You know, however you're going to do to find the center
Okay.
of that. And then you're going to sew that on there like that.
Wow.
Awesome.
Wow.
Okay.
Still
Okay.
confusing, but
Yes.
awesome.
Still, and you're looking at this like,
Yeah.
well, I have all this extra over here. What's going to happen with this?
Please tell me it's going to be used.
You cut it off.
Oh, okay. It's not going to be used.
No, it's not.
Okay.
You're going to cut it.
It's going to go in my beautiful little stash.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. Okay. So at this point, you're going to turn this over and you're going to open this seam
Okay.
and you're going to press it open.
And we're going to trust it to
Trust,
be open.
Trust it. You
Okay.
got to press it open.
All
okay?
right. You got it.
So then you have 8 of these, okay? Then you're gonna take those 8.
Holy smokes, you're going to feel so empowered when you do
Right?
this.
Yes, you are.
Wow.
You're gonna take this one here with the other one that you have, a whole bunch of other ones, and you're gonna sew them together so that this, see how this one goes there?
Yep.
And your other one's gonna go here.
So because it's scrappy, does it matter like which parts you're putting together?
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
But if you're doing a solid like this,
It would matter.
this color
It would
right,
matter.
this one right here needs to be a light and a dark. These need to be the
Okay.
same.
Okay.
These are your darks. This is your light.
Okay, Fern, do you think you're going to be able to handle this?
No.
Oh, yeah, because I know Scrappy is not up Fern's team.
No, that's what I'm saying. Scrappy's not my deal either. But
Okay.
that's
But I can do 2 colors.
Yes, yes. Okay, okay, I'm loving this.
okay.
What
so
next?
then you're sewing these together, and it's going to look like that.
Okay.
And again, you press
all
them
open.
open.
Okay.
This is the part that I'm going to have a hard time with.
Yeah. And this is what I did too. I'm like, no, I want to press it to the dark.
I
you know,
watched
I'm
it, yeah.
No,
I watched it. It's
press
like, no.
open.
No, press them open.
Okay.
Press them open.
We'll believe
All right.
it. All right.
So then you're going to have 4 of these.
Okay.
Okay. This is where the ruler
This
comes
is the,
in.
and so these are the 4 parts that make up the entire block.
Correct.
Okay.
All right.
I
So-
like having the extra on the end
You know what? It's true.
because like a flying geese, you
Yeah.
have that extra and
To trim it.
You can
Yes.
trim it.
Yeah.
And it,
To
then
make
it
it work.
becomes exact.
Like perfect.
yeah.
Right.
Okay.
All right.
So show us on the
Then
ruler.
on your ruler right here, you can see this center line right here, and your A, B, C. Okay. Then you're going to take your B here and your B there, and you're going to line it up at your
to your
point,
center.
What?
right like that.
Wow.
See where your
Okay.
point
Yes.
is there,
You
and
can't
you're
go
there,
wrong.
and then make sure that your seams
Uh-huh.
here and here are the same.
Okay.
Okay. Then you're
Oh
going
my
to cut
gosh.
it there, and you're going to cut it
Just
there.
Trimming it up. Giving it a little
Then you're
trim.
going to
trim.
flip it around this way.
Okay.
And line it up again.
Oh, that is
This is
Make
where
sure
you
it's all
said
lined
that-
up, and you're going to trim it
Yeah.
there and trim it there.
This is where you
Very
said.
little waste.
What were you saying, Fern?
Oh, this is where you said we were camping and you're just like, man, I wish I had my camper builder.
You need your rotating mat.
Yeah,
that would be helpful.
Yeah,
Like,
my
that would have been
rotating
really
mat
nice
would
to bring
work-
that.
Would have worked really great on it. So yeah.
Oh, for sure.
So yeah.
This is
so
neat.
trim and trim.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
And then you end up with it
My goodness.
looking like
You know
that.
what? This is kind
Oh
of
my
a cool
gosh.
block all by itself, actually.
You know,
really is.
I mean,
because you could
you could do
redesign
all
the
kinds
whole
of
thing.
things
Yeah.
with this. Yeah.
So we could
Wow.
have trimmed this, and that would have been a lot easier to see. But then you're going to take that, and you're going to line them up, and you've got 4 of them, and it comes out to where you have your block.
Wow. And
Looks
that's
like
this.
that. Let's see, Fern, grab
You
one
wanna
of those
see?
block.
Okay,
the
so you can
Christmas
see,
one
let's
works
take a
great.
look down
That
here
one.
again. We've got this is this.
Correct.
And you're doing it 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4.
But you got to make sure your point's
Oh,
here.
this would be
Yep.
turned.
Yes.
Yes, yes, okay. So watch the direction that it's going in. Okay.
Right.
Oh my goodness.
So now you can kind of
So
see.
here's your 4 right here.
I love that. Oh
Okay.
my
'Cause
goodness.
You see, she's got a dark and a light, a dark and a light, dark and a light, dark and a light.
Yes.
So you just got to make sure that your point's right here.
Ooh.
Okay.
Cindy says she loves Scrappy.
so pretty.
Yes,
Oh,
Scrappy
I-
is where it's at.
good for you,
I know.
Cindy.
I'm with Cindy on this. I love to use my
Yeah.
scraps.
Yeah.
And this really is one of those things that you could
Yes,
essentially
you
do that.
definitely
Yeah.
could. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This is so cute.
Yeah. Turned
I
out
could
really
see an
fun.
entire quilt made with these reds and pinks and whites.
Oh
Be
yeah,
so
this
pretty,
one
yeah.
for sure. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
But
Wow.
again, we go on our website because I do believe we still have some of those Hunter Star
Rulers.
rulers,
Mm-hmm.
and we have the quilt kit, which makes a big quilt.
Yeah.
So and it's scrappy, Cindy. So there you go.
There you go.
Yeah. So there you go.
Susan is saying it's beautiful, and Lisa loves the red and pink one. Yeah. And
Yeah.
Heidi says it's pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. That is really, really pretty. And like I said, this makes you feel like you're a pro.
And let me tell
at
you
this.
what, you
I mean,
cannot
wow.
go wrong. It will come out exactly the size that you need.
That's
and that
amazing.
is
And no Y seams.
No Y seams.
We're going to say no to Y seams.
Yeah, it comes out exactly like you need it to
Holy
be.
smoky. That's incredible. Okay.
And
Thank you
we're looking
so
for
much.
every shortcut we can find.
Yes,
and
we are.
to make it exact and perfect.
Yeah.
Puts it over the
And
top.
it's not hard. It really is not. It is a little time
Time-consuming.
consuming, obviously. It's not something that you're going to make a whole quilt in an afternoon.
No. Take your time.
Yeah,
Enjoy
exactly,
the process.
exactly.
Enjoy the process.
And you can do it, you can do them all together at the same time.
So,
bunch of blocks.
so if Fern was at that machine right now and she was sewing them, you would recommend doing like chain piecing?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
For sure.
And,
Now,
and-
scrappy might be a little bit harder to do unless if you've had it
Got
kind
them
of
all
set
piled
out.
and set up.
Okay.
Yeah.
But a two-colored one, you could chain piece that like no tomorrow.
You know what my song is?
Chain, chain, chain.
Oh my goodness, it would be like we rehearsed it, but we didn't.
No, we did not.
All right, yeah, you got to sing that. If you're going to chain piece, you have to sing a little
Chain,
Aretha.
chain, chain.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. All right, this was so fun. I loved it. Okay, so if you're interested in the ruler, the pattern, the kit, you can find it on our website at mygirlfriendsquiltshop.com. And stick around for theme number 3 because we're going to take it one step further and you're going to share with us some other fun ideas that you've used with great Halloween fabrics and all kinds of things. So, all right, we'll be back right after this.
We are so excited to teach you a new technique.
We're going to talk about thread sketching.
Thread
It worked out great.
sketching is more when you just use your thread
I'm using my thread. So,
to make the design.
so first thing you're going to do, you're going to practice straight lines.
Don't try to go too slow with it. That's a little bit easier.
Got a
Stem. Okay.
stem. Here's a tulip for you right here.
Okay,
So
perfect.
you're going to draw one on here, okay?
We're using a friction
Use
pin,
a regular
right?
friction pin. You got to practice. You got to start somewhere, Allison.
Okay. You said you didn't bring your first one.
I did not bring my first one. I was too shocked. I thought I was
Okay,
a better
this is one
artist
of
than
those
that.
fringy top tulips.
That's okay. Those are beautiful. And then you
You guys
go
all
in
know
and
what I'm
color it.
talking about, right?
I do. I know exactly what you're talking about. Oh, yes. Yeah. See, that's great.
Three Things Live is where we always have something to make you smile
Something to learn.
and something to discover.
Let's go. Welcome back, everyone, to Three Themes Live. All righty, Sandra, you just shared with us an awesome tutorial on how to make the Hunter Star block. And you've been having so much fun with this
Yeah, I have.
that
It's
you
fun.
decided, you know what, I'm going to do other things. In fact, I really like this because sometimes we don't have a lot of time to do a big quilt.
Right.
But we surely can do smaller projects. So show us what you've done.
Yeah. So anyway, this is the finished block of the scrappy Halloween
That
one.
is so cute.
So that kind of will give you an idea of what that's all about. Okay. So then we went and did some other fabrics, and we just used 2 fabrics.
You know what? This could be a cute table topper too. If you wanted to just put this on, maybe clear blue tile it, you would have this done in no time at all.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
A little border.
I love it. Okay, what else do you have?
Okay, so then I just took 2 Halloween fabrics.
And what size is that one?
That one's a 16.
Okay.
That's pretty.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, on the camera it's really pretty, isn't it?
It is. And it's pretty in person too.
You have to stand back a
Her
little
head
bit
is
here.
spinning a little bit. Don't worry. She's fine. She's fine. But I think it's beautiful.
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
It is. It turned out really nice. I like that. So there's one it's just some Halloween fabrics that are put together, but again, just 2 colors.
Just 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can handle that one.
Yeah. So then we took it a little bit further, and we did this one, and this is just a
there we
table runner.
Okay, you went all out.
I
This
did.
is fun.
Yeah,
All
this
right.
one is a little bit.
and it's 3
Yeah,
different
Three different
blocks.
colors,
different
yeah.
ones. Yeah.
Okay.
And this is a 12-inch.
Okay.
Okay. And Kris,
Yeah.
look at the quilting on there. Guess what I did?
You used clear blue
I
tiles.
used clear blue tiles.
Yes, you
And I
did.
used the large scale design on it.
Cute. You've got little frogs, the witch feet,
The witch feet,
the witch
yes, the
hat.
hat.
Yep.
I mean, these are fun designs, and you were able to take it from start to finish with using your clear blue
And
tiles. I
then
love that.
this is the Halloween fabric on the back.
Oh,
Isn't that cute?
oh my goodness! I need like 3 yards of this.
I know,
please.
right?
That is so cute.
Yeah, cute
And how
fabric.
cute
isn't
would
it?
like
Oh
a
my
witch be
goodness.
sitting on top of that?
Yes,
like a big old
yes,
witch or-
it would.
Yeah.
It would absolutely.
I'm ready to decorate for Halloween.
Yeah.
I like Halloween. I love Halloween.
Wow. Okay, that's
Okay.
really cute. And if you're interested in these,
Yeah, we do
have
have
some
them
kits for
in
this
the
as
fat
well,
quarter
right?
bundles. Now,
Okay.
each one of those can make up to a 16-inch block. A fat quarter,
A fat
I'm sorry.
quarter can.
So you'll need 2 fat quarters to make a 16-inch block.
Okay.
I used fat quarters for all of those, and I
Mm-hmm.
was able to get the 12-inch block out of them, and then the 16-inch block too. So
Good to know.
yeah. So we do have on our website, we
Mm-hmm.
have those particular fabrics in a fat quarter bundle.
okay.
Okay, which you could do that, and then you can just purchase the ruler, and you're ready to go.
Yeah.
Okay.
You definitely would need to buy your backing and your binding, but look what I did on my binding, Kris.
I love the stripes.
did
You
it on the
cannot go- I'm so
bias.
proud of you.
Yes.
So proud. Yeah, you can't go
It
wrong
makes
with
such a
stripes on the
difference,
bias.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So
Yeah.
you can see those here. But then we also have another fat quarter bundle if they're interested, because
Here, pull 'em out.
if you want to like tone this down a little bit,
Yes.
maybe it is too crazy for
Yes.
you. You may be interested
Definitely
in getting
could.
the solid bundle
Yep.
as well. And these are
there's-
fantastic.
Yep, and there's some fat quarters that you can use for the solids.
Yeah, I love that.
Kind of mix them in if you
Yeah,
wanted to or whatever.
this is great.
And then this, you could make it into a pillow. Isn't that beautiful?
Oh, that's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Yeah. I could see this in all kinds of seasons. All kinds of seasons and reasons.
Yes, seasons,
I want
that's
it all. Yes.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
cute.
Yeah.
Okay. very
Suzanne
fun.
did those, the blue and white. And it's
Stunning.
so pretty. I love just
Yeah.
her basic modern quilting on it. It's really pretty
Just some
too.
straight
Yeah.
line quilting.
Yep.
It's
Yeah.
gorgeous.
And that's
Wow.
super simple, just on your
Yeah.
machine, just like that. You can
Yeah.
make it, and you could have it done in a day. That's for sure.
Okay. So,
fun project.
so this ruler's
Yeah.
a keeper, is what
Oh,
you're
it's,
saying.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's going to be in my entourage for a long time.
Good.
yeah,
Good deal.
I really like it.
All right, everyone. Well, we hope that you've been inspired today. We hope you've perhaps learned something new, or maybe revisited an old technique that you hadn't done for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah,
These
Hunter
are some
Store's
great
been around
projects.
for a lot of years,
It sure
a lot of
has.
years. But I'll tell you what,
The
this
updated
is
Yeah.
really
amazing.
the way to go.
Absolutely. Now, before we leave, we want to share with you a couple of quick announcements. First, we're taking a little summer break. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Hallelujah. No, did I just say that? Did I just say that? No, no,
Oh,
no.
but Kris,
I
summer is so busy.
Wait, where's the
Summer is
confetti?
so busy. Summer is so busy for us, for you. And so we're actually, I mean, we're not resting, that's for sure.
No.
We've got lots of things in the works. But just know that next week will be our last week for the summer of Three Themes Live. And then we will be coming back September 15th will be the launch of a new season of Three Themes Live. So September 15th, mark your calendars. You're not going to want to miss it. It's going to be an amazing show packed with giveaways, and guests will,
Oh, wow.
will be coming on.
Nice.
It's going to be fun. So September 15th. But in the meantime, this is going to give you all a chance to get caught up. You know, are there some shows that you've missed this year? You know, this is a chance to do that. Are there projects that you've been wanting to make? You know, this is your
Kinda be
chance to do it.
refreshed. Yeah.
Be refreshed.
Yeah.
So we've got lots of stuff in the works, guys. We're not going anywhere. And we have some, I can't wait. Monday. You got to watch Monday's show, because we have a huge reveal on Monday's show. I mean, nothing like 2 weeks of reveals, right?
Yeah.
Holy smokes, what's happening here? But we hope you'll join us for that. And also, one other thing. This is exciting. Kimberbell Weekend.
Yes.
It's coming up. Yep, that's right. You heard it right. We're calling it the weekend. Now, Kimberbell Day is on Saturday, July 26th. But, you know, us parent girlfriends, we want to celebrate all weekend long. Why just leave it to one day? So we want you to join us for Friday and Saturday. Don't worry, you're going to be part of the Kimberbell Day on Saturday as well. We'll have check-ins. This is a chance for you to work on all those Kimberbell projects, Bella boxes, perfectly pieced, all the things that are piling up,
Hoop
right?
studios.
All the stuff. So we know you got lots to do. So join us for all the fun Friday and Saturday. We'll have some games, prizes, and all the things. Okay? So
gonna be fun.
Yeah, it is. We're gonna have a great time. So sign up for that on our website at mygirlfriendsquiltshop.com. It's $10 to play, and make sure that you go and sign up as well at kimberbell.com. That design is absolutely free for all of you, and you'll receive that design on the day of Kimberbell Day.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yep.
That's right. Okay, I'm talking to the Kimberbell queens right here, so they know their they know their stuff.
Yep.
All right, everyone. Thank you again so much for being with us. Definitely tune in next week. It's going to be filled with lots of really cool things and a big announcement on Monday, so you don't want to miss it. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Keep doing all the things you love, and we hope to see you again real soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.